Hey everyone, Bella here again from Arkademy Online. I am the director of Arc Global Placements, which is a recruitment agency that focuses on data science, machine learning, AI, IT, as well as embedded development. And today we're going to be talking about the question, tell us about yourself. I have come across quite a number of candidates in my career so far who were always worried about this question because, and I guess the biggest thing was that they were not sure what to say and what not to say. They were not sure if the client's intent is to basically find out about their personal life or if they should just go straight into the professional life or what was actually expected on their side. And I think it's again one of those questions where I believe there's just no wrong or right answer. So with regards to this question, first of all, think of it as an elevator pitch, all right? So if you had literally 2 minutes or 3 minutes with somebody, what would be some of the major things you would mention in order to sell yourself to them? And so, like I said, there's no wrong or right answer. But, from what I have seen, especially because it's the first question that is generally asked in an interview, I believe that companies want to first assess, I'd say, your communication skills, which is something that I talk a lot about. Okay. Now, we're asking you to talk about a topic that you should know very well yourself. And we want to see how you articulate yourself when you're talking about something that you know so well. All right. So nobody else knows you better than you do. So I'm pretty sure that it should be something that comes quite easily for us to be able to talk about ourselves. But also, secondly, companies, genuinely actually want to know the person behind the CV. So I wouldn't just go straight into the technical stuff or, what you've done in your career. I would actually add, I'd say 20% of what I am all about, where I'm from, my family and stuff, but don't go into too much detail about it. I guess they will get to know more about you as they engage with you, but generally companies, they would want to know a little bit more about you and obviously how you got to this point in your career. Companies also want to assess how you organize your thoughts. All right, so are you able to kind of like draw the picture quite nicely for them to show how you have progressed in your career? Or are you all over the place, like are you starting with current, moving to where you started and stuff? How organized are your thoughts? Like from you answering that question, are they able to just get a clear picture of, how your career progressed throughout your time as an engineer or whatever trade that you are in? So that is the big things, what I can think about. I think also another thing to keep in mind is that companies want to see, sometimes it's not always the case, but they would want to see how intentional you have been. I would be interested in something like that. Like if I were to appoint somebody in my company, I would want to see how intentional they were about where they want to go ultimately. All right. So it's not just a matter of, what an opportunity comes up and I just jump and I go for it. But actually it is an intentional decision that I make because I believe that speaks very clearly to the issue of passion. You want people who are passionate about what they do. And if the position they're applying for aligns with their intention, with their passion, then you are good to go. Another thing that I would say not to do when you answer this question is not to go through your whole life history to a point where there aren't any other questions to ask at the end of you answering that question. So like I said, it is a summary of who you are and how you got to this point in your career and a little bit about your personal self. But leave room for the guys or the interviewer to ask more questions, so that there's more to talk about. Those are just some of the things to keep in mind as you answer this question, because again, it can set you up for success or it can set you up for failure. I believe that the first question generally determines whether you've got the job or not. How you handle that first question is very important. Okay, it's that first impression and it's something that you really have to think about as you start engaging with people in interviews. Yeah, so I hope that was really helpful to you. Like I always say, do send me an email on info@artglobalplacements.com if you've got any questions, or if you would like to jump on a call at any point in your job search. It is a service that we offer for free at Art Global Placements. So please reach out, and we are more than happy to help and assist you in acing that interview. All right. You have a good day further. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.